A career is supposed to be a stable way to look at things. An entrepreneurship way is a little bit of a much more rocky road.
A career has to be made by the individual.
You just do the karma, right? Things will fall in place for you.
Do what your heart tells you. Now, the danger of that is it forgets that, yes, you should bear in mind that you work in spaces where you believe you have interest and where your heart is. But you can't always start there. That kind of company may not even hire you. There may be only a small part of the job that is, in fact, about what you enjoy. But there will always be in every job things that you don't want to do.
I think this whole thing about follow your passion. I mean, I do believe that you should be passionate about your work, but sometimes you follow passion, sometimes a passion will follow you. You will learn to love what you're doing. But I think in career, you need to find that holy overlap between three things, which is what you enjoy doing, call it passion if you want, what adds value to the world, and what gives you some payoff in terms of either financial security or, growth and others.
A lot of firms, a lot of people, a lot of consultants talk about mapping someone's career or asking organizations that we should be showing a glide path of a career to an individual. I think we can give a general vision and a direction. My view is that a career has to be made by the individual. You can provide the enablers to the individual. You can provide some short-term career paths to an individual, but end of the day, mapping a career to the extent people want, to the sharpness with which they want, and how people waste so much time in trying to define it, I think is a bit of a myth, something which we should not be focusing too much of our time and energy on.
The biggest is when people say this is how you should build career. I never thought like that. I strictly believe in going with the flow. I never thought like, okay, this is what I will do and then I will become a fund manager and then I'll become a CIO and then I'll become a CEO. And I hear from a lot of people that I have to do this to become a CEO or I have to do this to become this. I don't think that's a right way. I'm a hardcore believer in Bhagavad Gita. I mean, you just do the karma, right? Things will fall in place for you. This whole notion about work-life balance, better word would have been a work-life integration.
So, this work-life balance is something that I struggle with. I don't think that work-life balance really works for everybody all the time. I think that, again, if you're going to leadership, it becomes a situation where you have to invest so much time in the organization itself. That takes away from actually the work-life balance part.
I think the greatest myth is what you learn. Are you going to be able to directly apply it or are you going to have to apply it in a very different manner?
I think career advice, if anyone were to talk about, it would be, I'm looking for stability. I want predictability. Those are absent in today's day and age. And not in a manner where everyone should feel constantly unnerved. But I think this sense of predictability and go out there, a career is supposed to be a stable way to look at things. An entrepreneurship way is a little bit of a much more rocky road. I think that sense of stability is if you're looking for it, you're going to be left out.